Hello everybody, it's me Wendy. How are you today? In case you're just dropping in for the first time, I was diagnosed with invasive ductal carcinoma, and that's breast cancer. So that was on April Fool's Day of this year, and I've been making videos along the way, basically talking about all my experiences and how I'm feeling and any tips that I can provide to you listeners out there in the event that perhaps you have breast cancer as well. I'm at stage 3, and first I did, and I'm wearing a crown today, I finished my chemotherapy last Friday. It was my 6th round of TCHP. So it has been 1 week. Today's Thursday, and I go in about, I'm going to be leaving here in about a half an hour to go and get hydrated. And I will do that this week and next week, and then I'm finished. Unless I need some more extra hydration, then of course I can always schedule that in as well. So I just wanted to do an update on how my last round went. It went really well. I slept through the whole thing, but normally I was talking about how my symptoms weren't occurring until about 2 or 3 days later. They did hit me right away. So as soon as I left the hospital, I was really groggy. Of course, I had my chemo buddies, which is my husband and our family friend. His name is Chaz. So they kind of watched over me the whole time, and the process was 6 hours long. So I just remember them telling me that I was done, and I remember maybe going to the car. They told me that we had pizza afterwards, but I don't really remember much of that. I slept all of Friday evening. I maybe woke up once or twice in the middle of the night, and then same with Saturday and Sunday. I did nothing but slept. I didn't have a headache. I did put ice packs on my head, so I avoided that completely. And let's see, I think that's really it. I just slept so much that I had some trouble getting hydrated, so that was kind of a challenge for me. By Monday is building back up the hydration, and I finally ate a good meal. I had some chicken and rice soup, which was delicious. That food just re-energized me at that point. So Tuesday I felt great. Wednesday, great. As far as able to get out of bed, great. You know, I'm still dealing with a lot of the side effects, but I'm able to function as a human being. So I mean, that's really the goal here. Let's see. So by Tuesday, I started to have the bone pain, and that's really where I'm at right now. Is I'm suffering a lot from spine, hips, legs, really hurt badly. So I don't really think I talked about it before, but the shot that they give me after 24 hours after getting my chemotherapy, I go in for an injection, or they gave me the on-the-body one that gave me the injection itself. And that was really kind of strange because you feel a snap, and then you start to hear like little gears or something moving, and it takes 5 minutes for the full injection. They just stream it in so slowly that you really don't notice it too badly. but you hear it the whole time. It's just kind of weird to me. Then when it's all done, it beeps, and then I can remove it. I usually just leave it on for an hour or two and just make sure that, you know, I'm not bleeding or anything, because there's some antibacterial and stuff on there to keep it clean. So I just leave it on there for about an hour or so. Excuse me. But anyways, the Udenica is given to patients for chemo that are on chemo because you lose all your blood count, you know, to fight infection and so forth. So that's what it's for. However, what it does is it tells your body to produce more white blood cells. So because of that, you get a lot of bone pain, and it feels like they're on fire, and they ache really bad. And then they tell you to take Claritin once a day to help with that. But quite frankly, I don't really know if it helps or not, but I take it anyways because maybe it is helping, and maybe if I didn't take it, I would hurt a heck of a lot worse. So anyways, I really never was clear on why I was getting a shot a day later, so that's why. And I'm wearing my little goddess crown here because I feel so victorious that I am done with chemo. So that's what this is all about here. I'm just feeling a little fun and a little celebratory that I finally did it. So I'm really thrilled about that. Sorry if this camera is shaking, but I'm on the bed and I'm kind of bouncing around talking, so I'm sorry. So let's see. Oh, so by the way, since I have to go in for my chemo or my hydration today, what I need to do is numb up my port. So the doctors give me this. It's a lidocaine cream, and I'm supposed to put this on. This is a brand new bottle. I used up the last one, but you put it on about an hour before your treatment. Here's my port. You can see it a lot better. That lumpy, see it. It's really creepy to me. I don't like to touch it or look at it or anything like that, because I don't know, just some foreign object in my body is bizarre. So I just put a dollop of that on there, and then they gave me these at the hospital. So it is supposed to numb the area so that it doesn't hurt when they put the port in. Or, yeah, I mean not the port, but when they put the IV in there. And I'm supposed to just leave the medication like that. I'm not supposed to rub it in or anything. And then when the nurses are ready to put my IV in there, they'll peel this off and wash it and scrub it real good with some sanitary soap. And I don't feel a thing. But it's just a little snap. It just sort of just pops in there is pretty much all it is. So way easier than doing an IV for sure. You know, they have to find the vein and they got to poke that in there. And it can be quite painful. They don't bother me though very much. I did have an instance once when I went in for general anesthesia, and the lady kept trying to do my hand. I have these fabulous veins in my arms. I don't know if you can see them, but generally they, you know, if they do an IV, they do it on my vein line. But this lady wanted to get one of these tiny little veins here, and she kept missing it, and then it blew out and it was bleeding in there, and that was so creepy and scary. More scary for my husband. He was there at the time, and he does not like needles, so it was, but when I complained, it was pretty bad. Excuse me. So my appetite is good. I didn't weigh myself, but I'm sure that I'm still gaining weight because I'm feeling it in my shorts, like the tightness and stuff. So I know I'm still gaining weight. So I survived chemo. I did not lose any weight. I did not get too weak. I was strong, I think, for the whole thing. And later on, I have a mug that my kids bought me that says this is my chemo mug, and I'm gonna smash this to bits like the chemo is smashing my cancer. So I'll probably do a video of that for you too, because I'm just feeling really celebratory now that I'm feeling well enough after my final round. Some funny things that I wanted to share with you was you think that everything is across the board, you know, like when you have chemo, that this, and this is going to happen, and this is how it's going to happen. And what I want to say to everybody is, you're an individual. What happens to me isn't necessarily going to happen to you. You might get one of my symptoms, but you may have a whole different ball of stuff that never even happened to me. And then anything like I give you advice on things that I'm eating and such, that might not work for you. So just remember, when you're listening to other videos of people who are going through it, or if you're in groups where other women are sharing their experiences, just remember what's going on with them may not happen with you. So treat yourself like an individual. And if you're not having the same problems as everyone else, that's okay. If you're having something different, don't panic or anything. Just talk to your doctor. But some really funny things that I have, journaled is, we'll talk about hair loss for one, okay? When they say you're gonna lose all your hair, I thought I was gonna lose all of my hair. Not so, okay? I have peach fuzz on my head, where I lost almost all my hair, but I had peach fuzz. Then I'm noticing like little tiny baby growths of hair. 2 days ago, I noticed I had hairs that were like 2 inches long, like just these weird little all over my head. And then I had some other peach fuzz going on, like real tiny little 1/8 or 1/4 of an inch long, but not completely like full of hair, just sort of spotty. But I never lost all of my hair on my head. I did not lose my eyebrows. I still have those. I did not lose my eyelashes, but my eyes did get dry, so I think I lost some of them. Now, as a woman, I would like to not have this facial hair going on. I didn't lose that. But I lost my underarm hair completely, and I was really happy about that. Didn't have to shave my legs. But I lost all my nose hair, so my nose is always dry. So that's sort of funny. Then let's talk about nails, because same thing, same chemical, your hair and nails, they're related. I was told that they may not grow, they may fall off, they may turn black, all kinds of scary things. That never happened to me, but my nails grew. They're growing all the time. I do my own manicures, and you can kind of see the nail growth. That's about, let's see, I did that about 3 or 4 weeks ago. But my toenails, they did not grow at all. They're still the same. So I cut my toenails like, I don't know, 3 months, 4 months ago, and they're still the same length. So that's really, really a bummer. Dry skin, hands and feet. The rest of my body was fine. So go figure. Now let's see, what else? I'm trying to think of some really funny, weird things that I expected. Well, I expected I would be throwing up all the time. you know, you see it in movies, somebody has cancer and they're going through chemo and they're puking all the time. That never happened. No, I'm sorry, I take that back. It happened one time. And I believe now, looking back, that it was due to a medication that they had given me because I was complaining about severe heartburn. So bad, I was taking Tums all the time. They did no good. They gave me a prescription drug, and it was, I don't even remember what it was called, but I took it the one evening before bed. That's when it was supposed to be taken. And I took that, went to bed. That next morning, my gut hurt so bad. And I mean, it was the most painful abdominal pains that I've felt in a long time. Excuse me. So I think that medication might have had something to do with it. It maybe just didn't agree with me. My daughter had looked up side effects because, like I was saying, that I like to be ignorant when it comes to all the information if it's going to scare me. So when I get medication, I don't really read the package, because if I do, I'm going to hone in on the serious side effects that could happen. And then, of course, being a hypochondriac, I'll make my body, I'll trigger those reactions. So I don't read them. I just take the medication, and then if I have a problem, I quit taking it. So I think that's what it was. Let's see. Medication, didn't throw up. I guess that's it. But this being done feels really good, and I'm very happy, and I'm you know, I'm in a really good place. And it might seem like I'm not taking cancer seriously. I really am. I'm just trying to keep my head in the best place possible. But I have the MRI in a few weeks. So from there, we're going to decide, you know, with my surgeon, what's the plan here for surgery. And I'm not even going to talk about really much more about that than that, because I don't want to get my hopes up. I just want to just live in the moment. So that's what I'm doing now. So I guess that's about it. I'm heading in for my hydration in a little bit. So I hope you all have a good day, and thanks so much for joining in with me. I will drop another video shortly here, now that I'm feeling a heck of a lot better. So if you like this video, click like. Please subscribe to my channel. There's plenty more to come, believe me. I still have surgery to deal with. I've got radiation to deal with. I've got some kind of therapy IV that I'm going to have to take for this for about a year, regardless of, you know, whatever outcomes come along. So I may be done with the big one with chemo, but I've got 2 more big ones to go, and I'm definitely going to be sharing, you know, as much as I can with you. But I made it through chemo. So click subscribe. I hope you all have a great day. I'm sending out a lot of love. If you have any questions or comments, drop them below. Talk to you later. Bye-bye now.